I can be your hero, baby. Alright, it's Staven talking about heroes. They're pretty good. All over again. And now we have some time to talk about it. So let's talk about it. It's good to see you. Staven, heroes. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? It's Staven with the Wise Guys. Shout out to Greg for letting me make this profile. I came to him with this. I thought I came up with a really cool idea. So if you're familiar, back in the day, Hero used to be played as a rank 4 engine. I'm not a fan of the hero lock on the modern day hero cards. And so I was messing around with these cards and I realized that this deck actually becomes a really amazing rank 4 deck. With the Miracle Ejector plus the new Masked Hero main deck cards. So I'll go ahead and explain how the deck works and the choices of cards, etc. So so for the hero portion, I'm playing 3 Stratos. This card's insanely broken, and part of the reason why this deck is so the deck can actually function is because Stratos is not once per turn. The new Miracle Ejector. So this card, basically, it's always treated as a hero card. You can send a Neospatian, which means we have to play the brick, but you can incorporate that into some of your combos, which I'll show you later. And then when it's summoned, it adds a card that mentions a elemental hero by name, so in shuffle, and then in shuffle basically gets you to another copy of Stratos, or vice versa. So basically this becomes Stratos for free. It's a special summon. So this will always search this, and this will grab the in shuffle. In shuffle will just summon another one, and hence you're just like basically get 2 Stratos on the field. And that's why we're playing 3 E-Call and also 3 Hero Lives with that, because of that. So the cool thing is on your second Stratos summon, you need something to add. So you're adding Crow, which gets you to the new one, and this is how you set up the crazy board that I'll show you. So the new Dust Crow, it's really cool. It can banish a hero from your grave and summon itself, and then on summon you get to add a masked hero monster from your deck or grave to the hand. Yeah, and then so we grab Fountain, and Fountain's a really cool. It can reveal itself and then summon a hero from your hand. So it can summon itself as well, and then when it's sent to the graveyard for an effect, then you get to set a mass change, which is really important. That's why it synergizes really well. And then the Dolphin Checks play as a brick, so then we just play the standard Rise Gold cards. 2 Ice, 1 X'd, 2 Sword, 1 Node, 1 Star, the 3 Hero Lives, the 3 E-Call. The reason I'm not playing like Bonfire is because this deck has 12 1-card combos that get you to the full inboard we're going to. E-Call is one of them, and also E-Call is not once per turn. So that means that we can add any starter or extender, so which is really cool. So we don't run Bonfire. But then we play the Shuffle, which is another card, Cross, Plug-in, Mass Change for our combo, one called by Plasma Hole. I'll show you a combo with the Plasma Hole. And then just 12 hand traps. So, and obviously these will change by the time, who knows when we'll get these cards, but by the time, yeah, these will all be different. Maybe not Ash and Fua, but Droll, Bell, they could be different by then. And for the extra deck, just 1 copy of Dark Claw, 1 copy of Acid for trap decks. And yes, you can, your combo can end on either. So that's really cool, and I'll show you that. Exiton, and then we're just playing like basically the standard like suite of like just like rank 4s, and also the Utopic Futures Exile, which you can make with the Plasma Hole, and that's more of like that's part of one of the combos where you just do a lot more damage. So yeah, this is the main deck for now. So let me go ahead and get to the combos here. So for the first combo, it's just 1 Stratos, and so we normal Stratos effect will trigger, add the Miracle Ejector. You're gonna see this a lot. So Miracle Ejector will activate to send the Aqua Dolphin. It would send the Aqua Dolphin before you summon. I was just trying to do it quickly, I guess. Then this triggers, we'll get the in shuffle. Then the in shuffle, that actually doesn't target, but then we're gonna summon the Stratos, and this is what I'm saying. This is just why, like, Stratos is broken. He's not once per turn. And then Stratos can search again, grabbing the Dust Crow. And from here, we're just gonna go into like very standard Rizal stuff right here. Grab X summon, X and duo, so we can play around Nib. Sword summon, sword effect, grab star, start attach from Banshee, star, set the spell. So from here you say like, oh, like they have to nib here basically, unless they have a combination of hand traps. So if they do nib, then we still can play because Masked Crow banishes Stratos from the grave, adds Fountain summons itself, and then you just make duo drive anyways. So you don't end on the full combo, but you still do end on Rizal combo, which is really cool. So then from here, we're going to duo. Duo's going to attach the other duo. Then we're going to use duo effect. It's important for this specific combo that we detach the monsters, the main deck monsters, because we're going to need to summon both of them back. So then we grab plugin and node. So then we'll go ahead and summon Crow here. Crow will add Fountain, and then we can summon the node, and node will send the Fountain to summon either of the two main deck names in the grave. Then Fountain triggers to set your mass change, and you can kind of see where it's going from here. You're gonna go detonator. Detonator will attach something. Sorry, attached to the wrong one there. And then plug-in summons this. And then we're gonna actually attach to our duo drive here. And the reason for that is because the last card is gonna be Star Leech. So with this board here, it's the most safe variation of the combo because you're protecting your whole board with Star Leech. Star Leech also 2k because you did attach that extra material to the duo drive. You have 3 pops, plus you're gonna be able to go Dark Law on your turn, which is a floodgate, obviously. But yeah, it's protected by, it's 2600 because of duo. It's protected by basically all card effects that don't, like non-targeting, like removal that's not destruction. Yeah, and then you get that hand rip if they do add a card. So that's the first combo. So I'll get into the next combo here. Is it shuffling? So the next one is if you want to have a little more interruptions on your turn, but your board isn't as protected. So I'll just kind of fast forward to this because this is all kind of the same here. Shuffle for the Stratos, grab Crow, we're doing the exact same thing. Grab an X and duo, grab sword summons itself, grab star summons itself, get the field spell, set it, then we're going to duo, get the this time we're going to get Plasma Hole and node. So this is where it's going to be a little different. So this is going to look the same. We're going to get the Fountain. The same thing here. So we need to just get rid of the Fountain for that particular reason here. Get the mass change. And I'm just going to make a 4-mat detonator. And then I'm going to set the Plasma Hole. So then on our opponent's turn, and then we get the in shuffle as well because we have enough cards in our grave here. So we're going to get a draw here, which doesn't matter obviously. So then on our opponent's turn, we're going to get Dark Claw. We're going to have 4 detonator pops, 2 more Plasma Hole pops, and then we're also going to be able to go into the Future's actual Zexal, which can steal your opponent's monster. So that's kind of more of a it's not as safe as a board, but you do get more interruptions in that. So then I'll go to the last kind of combo. It's kind of like 2-in-1 in a way. So this is how I'd say you could set up your board for potentially a trap deck here. So we're going to do the exact same thing. And remember that all of these this combo can start from Stratos, it can start from Miracle Ejector, Hero Lives, or E-Call by searching one of them. So you got 12 one-card combos of this. Then we go Banshee, X and Duo, Sword. We know all this already. Get it Star, get Field Spell, Duo attach, Duo plug in. And actually I will say in this one you could grab Hole as well. In this combo it wouldn't make that much of a difference. If you wanted more interruptions you could just grab Hole instead, because you don't necessarily need the extra body. So this is what I would say. Okay, so here we go to Dagaris. So Dagaris is important. So if you didn't search the plugin, you just use Crow as your other target, because this is our play around, or playing into a trap deck basically, is inboard, and we're gonna summon back the Fountain, and so that way we can mass change it on our opponent's turn into the Acid. So that's a really cool way to play into those kind of decks. And then also you could even go into the Aqua Dolphin. Obviously you need a card in your hand to discard for Aqua Dolphin, but you could go into the Aqua Dolphin and then go into the Dark Law as well. You could do that as well. So you can potentially have like a double hand rip plus detonator pop, and then if you and then a detonator pop as well, the 3 detonator pops. So yeah, so those are some of the combos that I had with the deck. I think this is really cool. Granted, like, you do have a lot of one-card combos. You got 3, 6. This is technically a one-card combo: normal, add, special, and then duo. So you got like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 one-card combos in this deck. You do have to run a lot of engine requirements, which is kind of like, you know, you kind of don't want to have to run all the engine requirements, but you have enough one-card starters and non-engine that could make up for that. You know, like I said, I don't know when we're gonna get some of these cards, but I think that this is potentially a very cool deck for the future. So thank you guys. Peace.